Do you have your house ready for the winter? Hi, I'm Billy. This is All the Things Farmstead. Today we're going to talk about 7 different things that you can do to get your property ready for the cold. So let's get into it. So there's probably more than 7 things. I came up with 7 that I'm going to work on today. These are in no specific order. We're just going to start on the things that are outside. And number 1, it kind of has to do with fall, really, not so much winter, but it's cleaning your gutters out. And I'm going to flip this thing around and show you mine. This is for the garage, and as you can see, I've got a little bit of work to do. So we're going to go ahead and clean these out, and then I got one more thing to show you on the outside. All right. Cleaned out, but there was a lot of debris where it goes down the downspout. So we're going to take a hose here. I'm just going to shoot some water down it. All right, number 2 on the list for me today is covering up the outside spigots with this little protector. We've had these things for years. Just helps to keep them warm enough that they don't freeze up on you. They've worked well. No complaints about them. I'm sure you can find these somewhere on Amazon or something. I honestly don't remember the name of them, but they're pretty simple to use, so I'll show you what I do. Put them over the spigot. Voila, that's all there is to it. That's what it looks like up close. I've got one more of these to do, and then don't forget to take your hose, empty out your hose real well, and stick it somewhere in a shed or something. So we'll do that to this hose, then we'll go to the other side where I've got my other spigot. And here is spigot number 2 for me. All right, number 3 on my list today is weather stripping around your windows and doors. We did this already. We did this a while ago. I'll just kind of show you what I mean. I'll flip you around again. This is our front door. There's Big Duke. And we added weather stripping. This door we had some leakage, so weather stripped around it, and now we've got a tight seal when we close the door, which will help keep the air in. Willie thinks so also. And that'll help with your energy bills. So that's number 3. Number 4 on my list is checking the batteries in your flashlights, which I have not done in a long time. So I went to Ace Hardware today, picked up a bunch of batteries, and we're gonna go ahead and replace some that I've already taken out and then add batteries to flashlights that I didn't even have any batteries in. So let's go ahead and do that. Got a big 6-volt here. Voila! So there's one. Let's see if this flashlight even works. Well, live TV, folks. This one doesn't even work. So we're gonna have to find a different flashlight. This thing's an old one. Let's try this one. I don't even know if this one will work. And this one doesn't work. Probably good that I'm doing this, so I need to go through these flashlights, and I probably need to get some new ones because right now I've only got one working light. So yeah, check your flashlights. Okay, real quick. I learned this is a very old flashlight. I got this when I was in Iraq, and it's had the crap beat out of it. Light now. If I screw the back all the way in, then it stops working. So there's something going on the inside, but now it works. So I've got 2 out of the 3 working, so we'll replace that old one and get a new one. Number 5 is place all the batteries in your fire alarms. You spring forward, fall back, you're supposed to do it. How ironic that today is actually fall back, so perfect timing. So put new batteries. Let's see if I can actually get this. There we go. Put new batteries in. And then make sure they work. Voila. All right, so I'm gonna go hang these up. These were all upstairs. The smoke alarm that we have down here is electric. I'll pull that one off and put a new battery in that one too. And then we'll move on to number 6. Okay, number 6 on the list is a carbon monoxide detector. Especially here in the winter when you're using your furnace, you wanna put this down low to the ground. The carbon monoxide is heavier than oxygen, so you want it down at the bottom so it'll catch it early, and then you know you need to get out of the house. They make all kinds of different ones. This is one that plugs in. It's also got a backup 9-volt battery that goes in the back that I've already put in. So we're gonna plug this in for us right down here, the stairs that go down to the furnace, so it'll let us know before it gets upstairs. I'm gonna plug this bad boy in. Glowing red. Hopefully the test button will work. All right, so we have the carbon monoxide detector in, and that's number 6. So, yeah, okay. It works. Let's move on to number 7. All right, number 7 on the list is changing out your filters to your furnace. We have 2 furnaces in this house, one downstairs, one up in the attic that we'll get to. We just had this put in June. Literally the day after we moved in, the air conditioner / furnace died, and we had to get a new one, which really stinks. So I don't know what this filter will look like. It shouldn't look too bad. We'll see. Oh my God, it looks terrible. Let me get it all the way out here. Do you see that? That is since June. This is the beginning of November. So it's probably a good idea to change out your filters. We'll put that disgusting thing to the side. Remember, when you put in your new filter, follow the directions, the arrow of airflow, so that you put it in the correct way. So the air's, for me, coming in this way into the furnace. So we want the arrow facing the furnace. Voila. So now we'll go upstairs. Real quick side note, it's always a good idea to have a fire extinguisher around your furnace. So we've got one down here. I need to get one upstairs for the attic. We haven't done that yet, so that's something that we'll do the next time the boss goes to the store. She'll buy another one and we'll put it up there. So let's go ahead and head up to the attic. All right, up in the attic to work on our other furnace. Just want to show you the attic real quick since we're up here. Remember, this is a very old house. We think late 1800s. This is the old part of the house. See, one of the old chimneys. They had old cedar shakes on it that they covered with the tin roof. At some point there was a fire. There's a lot of burned, kind of hard to see, but burned wood up here and kind of pieces missing. But this is the old part of the house. We've already brought a lot of stuff up here. There's the other chimney. And then they tied into the old part with the new part, which is over here. I can't get the light on that end to work for some reason. But yeah, this is the attic, which pretty cool. I love the old part. Okay, let's go ahead and talk about this. All right, so we're gonna take this old one out, which I have not done yet, so I don't know what it looks like. And see what we can see. Yep, that's pretty dirty. Okay, brand new one. Again, pay attention to the arrow to make sure that it's the air going into your furnace or your air conditioner. I'll try to put this thing back together. Nope, okay. Here we go. All right, there we go. Both furnace filters have been replaced. All right, those are the 7 things that I did today to get our house ready for winter. If there's an honorable mention, it would be cleaning out the vents to your dryers. I don't know how often you do that, but you'd be surprised how much muck gets built up inside those things. So pull the dryer out, blow out the vents. That would be a good idea to do at least twice a year, I would recommend. But the other 7, make sure you do those. It's a good idea to do it. So that's my video for today. Hope you enjoyed it. I hope you learned something, and I will see you next time.